So it might just be you and me. So awesome. We'll check in.
Okay.
Cool. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. So today I've been noting in my phone little calendar
Yeah.
what day I'm up to, just so I just
Oh,
have
cool.
some. And it's day 21, but I have not done it 21 times. I've probably done
Right.
it 10 times, say.
Well, every other day is not bad.
So I better just want to sort of keep an eye on
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I'm at. So yeah.
Every other day isn't bad. How's it going? How's it feeling? Because I know last time we talked you were gonna like settle into yourself and like make eye contact first and then go. Has that changed? Has that changed the way it feels?
Uh, Actually, I forgot that because there was no
Oh,
replay, was there? There wasn't a replay, I don't think.
oh, there was. Did I
Was there?
did I just forget to send
I
it
mean,
out?
to be honest with you, I was a bit nervous about receiving it, given
I
our
may have forgotten to
conversation
send
about
it
it.
out. I may have forgotten to send it out. No, I had some good tips on. I should have
That's
sent it
okay.
out. Um, damn it. Um, yeah, I think I just forgot. It was a really
Yeah,
intense weekend. I had
yeah,
a lot of
right.
client emergencies, and I think I just
Wow.
dropped the
Okay,
ball.
sure.
Damn.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Um,
But
so
no, I
okay,
do. I
forgot
do
about that.
remember us having that conversation. And what I did do in one of my sessions, I just sat for 10 minutes and looked at the camera,
Oh, cool. How'd that
and
feel?
it was so natural for me. So
Nice.
it was quite nice not to have to think of something to say.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
um,
you don't have to think of something to say. You can just check in. You can just be like,
yeah,
oh, this is how I'm feeling right now, and just
right,
be
okay,
where you are. You don't need to talk about
yeah,
anything if you
okay,
don't want to.
right, okay. That's good to. Thank you for saying that, because sometimes you feel like, oh, there's a camera there. I'm supposed to
No, no. The point of this
say
is to,
something meaningful.
yeah, exactly. And that pressure to be entertaining, right? Like that pressure, like, oh, I
Yeah.
have to be interesting now. Ugh. Um, the whole point of this is to get rid of that, impulse.
Mm,
And it's a really strong drive. I see it in speakers as well a lot. You know, as soon as you get on stage, I have to be interesting. And that kind of,
yeah,
that we need to fight that, I think. Um,
right.
and that's part of what the journal is for. So yeah, if you don't want to talk, don't talk. Great. Awesome.
Yeah. Because I loved your idea last time of spending the first couple of minutes or something.
Yeah.
I think that'd be, yeah, I think you have to be quite brave to do that.
Uh, so connect
It
with
just,
yourself. You don't have to talk. One,
yeah,
you don't have to talk. You can just
yeah,
connect with yourself and be where you are. And if you want to like name what's going on, that's kind of how I kind of enter into talking is I just name how I'm feeling. So I'll like check in with my body and be like, I've got a knot behind my left shoulder blade. And just kind of
uh-huh,
like
yeah,
just to check in. So, but you don't have to
okay,
say anything if you don't want. And then the second thing was, especially for you, to just start the first couple of minutes just making eye contact and just be
mm,
there with your camera and breathe. Don't forget to
yeah,
breathe
yeah,
and just
right,
just share eye contact with your camera. And then if you feel like speaking, you can speak. And if you want to sit there for 10 minutes and just make eye contact with your camera, that's fine
yeah,
too.
yeah,
You could do that for 30 days straight if you wanted to. And then the next step would be, okay, so now I'm going to try talking about something.
yeah.
But
Because I'm very
it's a
comfortable
good,
talking, I've noticed.
good.
Funny, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I was doing it, and I started telling about a story of an experience I've had a series of experiences which are um, common in their theme. Anyway, I
Uh-huh.
picked one, and I started talking about it. I noticed myself getting so passionate and real about it, and it felt really good. And then the timer went off, and I was like, "Oh, but hang on, I haven't got to the end."
I have more to
um,
say. Well, I mean, you can record for longer than 10 minutes. That is
yeah, I
allowed.
decided just let it go for now. I thought, yeah, I'll stop it. I can always pick up and
Yeah.
or start again and do it. And yeah, um,
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
it felt really good actually.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
great. So yeah, that muscle, you want to build that muscle so that it feels like that all the time.
You're right. Yeah,
If you can get to that level of unself-consciousness and flow every
yeah.
time you're in front of the camera, what would that
All
be
right.
like?
Oh God, that'd be amazing. it still seems like such a big step though between doing this and actually having other people look at it.
Well, that's why
You
we
know,
do it in stages, because
sure.
it is a step. And
Yeah.
I think the problem is when we try and anticipate the end when we're still at the beginning.
Yeah. Right.
And then we're like, it's such a big step, and then we kind of screw ourselves up a little bit. So it's best just to
Yeah.
take it, one step at a time. It's like
Yeah.
learning the piano. It's a big step between, learning which fingers go where and being able to
Right.
play a tune.
Totally. And I love this approach. It suits me so well.
Oh, yay.
I'm definitely the sort of person that goes A, B, C, D, E, da, 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 rather
Good.
than A to Z or A to Z.
I used to be the type of person who jumped in and was very, all or nothing. But it's, I don't think it's sustainable. And as I started wanting to learn more and more skills and not just focus on one thing at a time, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grow slower. And then things stick better as well. That's the other thing I find, is that if I throw myself in the deep end, I'll grow really fast, but I'll often regress afterwards.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if I build slowly, the skills stick. They stay.
Yeah. Right. Sure. So I just moved my phone. I remember last time you did teach me how I was looking too small, like
oh yes,
insignificant. So
yes,
I'm holding it, which I don't like doing. But,
yeah, it's nice to have. I don't even know where my tripod is, but it's nice to have a tripod.
Yeah,
for the phone.
I definitely
or a phone.
It's been forever on my to-do list.
I've got to. I wonder if it's here. I've been cleaning my office.
I wish I could even angle it
the
way you said, but.
I've been cleaning my office, so I don't know where anything is. That's the wrong way around, isn't it?
Oh, well done.
Well, only if I could find things. But I have a phone stand.
Okay.
But the problem is that then the phone sits like this instead of upright or like that, and it's the wrong
forwards.
angle.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
I have one, but it's also wrong because it doesn't work. So yeah, it takes a little MacGyvering sometimes.
Yeah.
But also, if you are going to be filming on your phone at some point for work, it is worth investing in a phone tripod. They're like $20. Sure. They're not expensive.
Right. Yeah.
And I would get a phone tripod instead of a selfie stick, because a lot of the phone tripods, you can use it as a selfie stick. It just has the extra option of setting it down on something.
Right.
Whereas a selfie stick, obviously, it doesn't have the feet at the bottom.
Yeah, I saw one I quite liked, and actually, I think we talked about this before.
Oh, we did talk. Yeah,
I think you could use it as a selfie stick, but it was meant to be a tripod mainly.
Yeah.
I still got my eye on it.
Well, yeah.
just do it. I think and that's where we had this conversation about the height, because it went up.
Yeah.
I probably would just want to perch it on a table or something.
Well, exactly.
But it did go up to, I think, I don't know, it's 50 inches. 60 inches. I don't know.
That's pretty good. I don't think mine is that long.
Because I'm quite fairly tall. If I was to stand up, say, then it may be a bit short. But
I always just balance it on stuff. I have like a chair and then a box and then my selfie stick.
Chair. Yeah. Of course. Oh my God. Wow.
Mind blown.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
Cool.
Just do it.
Yeah. You can put it on a table, you can put it on a bookcase, you can put it anywhere.
Exactly. Oh my God, of course. And I'm kind of lazy. Yeah. It's like I don't want to start shuffling around my furniture, so
all you need is
I'm one of these people.
All you need
one
is
of my
a blank
values
wall.
is simplicity. Keep things nice and simple.
All you need is a blank wall.
Right.
Just put it on a chair. Make sure don't be too close to the wall, because you don't want to fade into the background. You want to be, away from the wall.
Yeah, I don't have any blank walls in my space. I have a big window with beautiful views, what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, you don't want to be backlit.
I don't do back to that. No, exactly.
Yeah, but you could, if you have paintings and
stuff
in the background
kitchen.
or photos in the background, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, the other angle would be, looking at, if I stood up, you see behind me now into the kitchen, it'd be kind of that.
Yeah, but if it's
not that bad.
or one of the walls, it could be your kitchen.
Yeah.
Could be a bookcase. It could be some paintings. Could be anything.
Awesome bookcase areas, like a little old-fashioned library. That would be so cool.
That'd be cool. The trouble with bookcases is Oh yeah,
There
that's
it,
perfect. Oh, there
there
you
it is.
go. That's
Yeah,
lovely. That's a
yeah.
fantastic
I,
backdrop. So you just
yeah.
angle it
I
a
just
little
just
different.
stick my I have a little table. I could stick that in the middle of the room, which that's
Yeah,
what I'm trying
that's
to
what I do.
avoid. But if I have to, I will.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that bookcase's background is amazing. The danger of bookcases is that if you are too close, if you're not far forward enough, then
Mm.
sometimes the books, especially if you have different colored books, they can
Mm-hmm.
kind of become more interesting than you, which you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be far in front, far enough in front of the bookcase so that people aren't trying
Right.
to read what book titles you
All
have.
right. Oh, but
But
that's the thing.
bookcases
I
are
get really
lovely in the
paranoid about it
background.
when I've sort of done photos around that area or something before. I've been so careful about which books are in view,
I am
and
too.
it just becomes, it's like, oh my god, it becomes way too much.
I
Like,
have
what am I showing?
I actually have a filming bookcase. Like I have my regular bookcase, and then I have a
Okay.
filming bookcase, which is all the books in it that I want people to see.
All
Not that I
right.
mind
Great
that people
idea.
see my other books in my bookcase, but like I have very
Right.
eclectic taste. So
Right. Yeah.
not everyone will like all the books that are in my bookcase.
Right. That's the
I
thing.
don't
And then on my bookcase, I put other stuff that's kind of
Yeah, me too.
accumulated. So, not
I
sure
have
I
little
want
book
that in public
dragons
view.
in my bookcase. Yeah, so you can have a lot of fun with that. You can put like plants in your
Yeah,
bookcase and
that's true. That's
yeah.
true. No, that's
And
great.
if
Yeah.
you're what I would do again, and this we're talking like fast forwarding because obviously right now you're just doing the video journal, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter because no
Right.
one's seeing it.
Right.
But if you are filming for people to see it, what I do is I just set up and film like a whole bunch of videos in the same day
Mhm.
because it takes a while to like take out the books and put in other books and put the plants where you want them and clean the desk and
Yeah.
like all that
Right.
stuff
Yeah.
for your background. And then I just film a whole bunch of videos in a row because you don't want to be like you don't want to have to set it up every day or every other day or once a week or however long you do
Right.
it. So like I
Right.
try and do it like once a month maybe.
Yeah.
Um, set everything up, record 5 or 6 videos, and then I'm good for the month.
Right.
I
Wow.
don't have to do anymore.
Yeah.
Or just film
That
outside.
sounds like a stressful day.
Well,
I,
they're not usually
that'd be a
long
day I'd be
videos.
dreading.
I do have to do
Now, maybe.
some mood control to like get myself because
Sure.
I hate the
Yeah.
setup. The filming itself is actually
Right.
quite fun, but the setup I hate setting it up.
Right.
So I have my playlist that I play when I'm setting up, and
Okay.
I do a little
Right.
dance,
Yeah.
and then after I set up, I take a big break and get myself into the mood for filming because
Right.
the setup makes me so grumpy.
Right.
Like moving things and like playing with lights, and you're just like, oh, it's so finicky.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I guess so. Yours are more sort of professional, anyway. So,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
professional. I I have a very small apartment, so just getting a clean corner takes some time.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have
But I love your
fantasies about
background
having a
now.
filming space. Thank you.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
you're
I have
right
to
about the
clean
books.
stuff off the
They can
couch.
be more, a bookcase is very busy looking. It could be,
It can be. Yeah.
like you say, be more interesting than me. Yeah.
Well, it just depends on how close it is to you. Because like,
Right.
if you're halfway between the camera and the background, then the camera's going to focus more on you. But if
I
you're
see.
right next to
Right.
the wall, then the camera focuses you and the wall equally, and then
Right.
that's not so good.
I've
That's
noticed when I've been
depends on you.
Skyping with my dad in the UK,
Uh-huh.
he does it in his study, right? So he's in
Uh-huh.
front of his computer, and I love the image he has because it's him, and then behind him, the wall is covered in binders and books and stuff.
Oh,
But
lovely.
he's in focus, and it is just
Yeah,
slightly blurred, and it looks
it's
amazing.
perfect. Yeah,
I don't know
I
how he
really
does
like
it.
that too.
He
It
said it
might
just does
just
it automatically.
it might just do it
Just
automatically. I know
yeah,
iPhones in portrait mode, they do it automatically.
right.
And if you
Because
have a
he's doing it
fancy
on
camera, you can do it.
he's doing it on just a desktop computer.
Yeah, the computer might do it automatically
But
too. I don't
yeah,
know.
it looks great. And he
Yeah,
didn't do anything, no setup. This is the thing. Oh my God.
I know. I love it when I actually Skyped my dad this morning, and I love it when I catch him when he's in his studio because he's an artist. So there's just paintings just like all over the wall. Like
Oh,
his
wow.
studio actually, there is no wall space at all. It's all paintings. Just
Wow.
every wall inside
Love
the
that.
cupboards, in the shower. He doesn't use the shower. He uses it as storage for paintings. There's paintings everywhere. And it's so cool. Like
Amazing.
up the stairs, there's little paintings on the, like he's just, it's so magical, I think. It's such a
Amazing.
great background.
Wow. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. And then lots of junk on all the tables, like rags and turpentine and paintbrushes
Right.
and I just think it's so romantic.
It does. It sounds quite magical. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just which is a problem, because it means that I've grown up learning to romanticize mess. So I find it very difficult to keep my house clean,
That's
because I'm like, oh, but
interesting.
I want an artist mess,
Right.
which is not what
Yeah.
I have. I just have a regular mess.
Right. Mm.
So yeah, is there anything else I can help you with? I guess we'll just do a half-hour call
Yeah.
today if it's
Yeah.
just you and me.
I can't think of any specific questions for the
Okay.
time being.
But you're having fun, and
It
you're
is fun, and I know. Remember something you did tell me last week. I'm gonna write down. But is
good.
to do it on days that I don't
Yes.
feel good.
Yes.
Don't
And don't try and pretend you feel good. Let yourself
Right.
feel like shit on camera.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that will be my challenge this week until
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't want shitty days, but
No. But even if you're feeling like low energy, or I mean, yeah,
right.
if you're having a shitty day, definitely do it. Because the other thing is that the cool thing about the video journal is it gives you kind of a window into yourself, that like some perspective that you don't necessarily have. So filming yourself in all your different moods, and then watching it back much later, you'll get a sense of like, you'll get a I mean, not that you don't have a sense of who you are, but like when we're kind of trying to explain our brand or our style or whatever, it's easier to understand that when we watch it back. So you watch yourself in all these different moods, and you're like, oh wow, there's this through line, like I'm always like this, or I have these
Yeah.
different parts of me, and
Right.
that's becomes really important when you want to present yourself online, because you don't want to come across as two-dimensional. So
Right.
understanding all the different facets of yourself is, I mean, obviously you understand them anyway. I mean, you're you, but like it's cool to have perspective and like see
Yeah.
what other people see. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I found it really interesting watching myself back and seeing myself, because like previously I'd only ever seen video of myself when I was like at my best, right? And so I had like this very limited idea of who I was on camera. And then I watched my video journals, and I was like, wow, I've got all these different parts to myself. And there were even parts in the really shitty days that I was like, oh, I actually really like how my face really opens up when I'm feeling vulnerable, or there's still things that you can take. And I thought that was
Right.
really instructive for me, because also I was trying to figure out, and I'm still trying to figure out, what my business brand is, and that really helped me with like what I stand for and what my values are, and what kind of feel I want to give my audience. That really
Oh, I
helped.
love that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks for that. That's
It's
that's
cool.
really, really helpful, that just to be aware of that I do that. And
Yeah. And it's also, I don't know, I think it's really important to not to kind of shove the bad emotions under the rug all the time,
totally
because
right.
it's an important part of who we are.
Absolutely, we should look at those aspects of
Yeah.
ourselves. And since this is a journal, it's just for me.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, you don't have to share it with the public,
in fact,
but it
it's
can be very
huge to get
revealing.
to actually look at it, because we feel the feelings, but we don't
Yeah.
see ourselves having the feelings.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think that would be.
It's
It's
really
very
interesting.
intimate.
It's very intimate. Yeah. And it's really revealing, because you get to see yourself in a
right.
way. You get to see yourself from the outside, which isn't always the same as how something feels. And yeah, I remember the first time I watched a video where I cried. I was like, I don't want to watch this. I felt so wretched doing it, And I was still remembering all the feelings and all the self-loathing and stuff that I'd been feeling when I was filming it. So I didn't want to watch it because I didn't want to feel those feelings. But
Right.
watching it, I felt, I didn't feel self-loathing. I felt compassion, and I felt
Wow.
sympathy, and I
Yeah.
felt it was just so interesting because I was expecting to relive the feelings that I'd had when I'd filmed it, but I didn't.
Right.
It was very,
Wow.
very different. And
Oh, wow.
it was really cool to be like, to witness myself in pain the way I would witness someone else in pain. Because when I'm in pain
Right.
myself, I judge myself and I'm like, you shouldn't be in pain. Blah, blah, blah. But when I'm watching someone else, I'm like, I'm compassionate and I'm sympathetic and I'm there for them.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to feel that way to myself, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's deep.
It's
That's,
cool.
oh, that's the juicy stuff. Yeah, that's so cool.
So I don't wish you bad days this week.
Sure. Thank you.
But if
Yeah.
you happen to experience them, it's a
Hmm.
fantastic opportunity.
Yeah.
Catch yourself on camera and just
Right.
be like, explore it with yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about this. Really. Hmm. Very cool.
You know,
Yeah.
this is the official call, so I'll share
Yeah.
the business that we're here to talk about, I'll share.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
won't
Because you
share it.
shared some things today that are helpful for other people as well.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know.
So it's nice for them to see kind of what's going on, and also hopefully
Sure.
make them jealous,
Yeah.
so they'll show up next week.
Yeah. I know. Where are they?
Oh,
Where
I know.
are they?
I had 23 people on this list. I don't know where
Oh,
they are.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
I think it's summer fever.
Hmm.
Everyone's like, "Oh, the sun is out. Screw being inside." Everyone's.
Right.
I think that's what's going
Right.
on. So we'll
Yeah.
see. I'll see how it goes for the next couple of weeks, and if
Yeah.
I might suspend
Right.
them over summer and just
Right.
start again when everyone's inside again.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right
Lovely
then.
to
Well,
see you.
thank you so much, Danielle.